forward. They're giving the forwards plenty of room, and he'll run into towards the centre when the ball's bounced. I think he may be a loose man across half-back too. We'll have to wait and see as the umpire's almost ready to start playing the vital third quarter. The Bell Park News Agency third quarter coming up on WYR.
St. Genevieve now, the big fella. Colorado flies high. The ball favours him too and gets it to Cousins. Tapped it forward to Ross Madsen, who was under pressure there from Mickey Galalka. The ball spills through now as we see the Centrals opportunity through Brad Miller. Can he pick it up? No, he can't. Under pressure there from the leader of the band, Darren McNamara, and the two leaders clash heavily there in Kevin Keogh and Darren McNamara. Ball squeezes over the line, right in front of the commentary position here, members side centre wing.
Darren McNamara goes back to pick up Fatty Fulham as the boundary umpire throws him. St. Jenny's in front, but over the top as Poolai knocks it down. Well sharked by Cousins, who gets underneath this one. It travels 80 metres. It's about 50 up and about 30 along. No mark taken at half forward there. Chance for Edridge. Oh, went without it. Edridge scooped out the back there by Manson. That was number 17, Ross Manson. In he goes again. The ball spills free. A charge for Boothwood. It's taken away from him. In goes another Manson there. By God, there's a few of them out there. Dean Manson can't handle it. And they go out of defence here with Beck getting a little kick away for the Centrals. And he's kicked it out wide to centre wing looking for Peter Brown.
Peter Brown, now he couldn't trap the ball, Cookie, and he would have been away. There was no one within 20 metres of him, in front of him. But unfortunately for those Centrals, he couldn't control the ball. Packer plays a fork out there, centre wing, and the umpire, Jeff Twist, now is forced to bounce down. Up they go.
Chance there for Nevada Cornwall at the bottom of the pack, working hard. Got the hand pass out wide, looking for St. Genevieve. Knocked away from him. Chance for Edridge, running him back on the ball. Cousins, who showed a bit of dash in that second quarter. Couldn't quite gather it in. The boundary line loomed up far too quickly, and it's over the line out of bounds. 2 minutes gone, vital third quarter, brought to you by the Bell Park News Agency.
Back into play over the back. Boothroyd, too, doing some good work for the Corio side. Looks to the little player in Sloppy Marsh, but chipping in Damien Ballon. Ballon, over the top he goes to Matt Foote, who goes long with a handball to Beck. On the left foot, slaps it up to half forward, but Valado Senmachev was there, but he lost the football. And now kicking it quickly up to half forward, there was, I think, Finlay, but good pressure from the Corio defenders put Mick Howard out of action as he just picks himself off the turf. Ball out of bounds, 45 metres.
Pretty good solid stuff from Mick O'Toole, and not big Mick Howard over and heaved chest on too and did it well. Boundary throwing. Up goes St. Jenny, wins this one, knocks it down well to Cornwall, gets the hand pass away to Adam Kent. The umpire might have pinned him. Wasn't a throw, he must have copped one high, I think, in that pack. Might have been Nevada, was it? He's holding the face a bit. Free kick to Corio anyway at half-back. Probably penalised the side because they were off and running there, but he'd blown the whistle before the hand pass came out, I think. And we're waiting for the ball to come back.
Yes, it is Cornwall.
And Nevada Cornwall, who got the hand pass away initially, got one high after he did get rid of it, and he chips the ball out to half-back. That looks like Ian Cockle drifting up the ground and taking the mark far side of the ground.
Goes over the top two, the little chip to Adam Kent, and, they're keeping good possession of the footy, Corio. Kent now kicks long, up to half foot, high fly at the back of the pack there. I think your fight was Ronnie Beck. He couldn't take the ball. Now it's the boys swoop on it. Keating gives it there to Greg Cockrell, who goes bang up to Boyle in front and takes the mark.
Sure whether he paid the mark or the free, but it was one of the two. He would have marked had he not been pushed in the back, diving forwards, and Boyle got this one. I think he paid the mark, Ron, just watching the umpire's hands there, and the big fella, the Boyle, has got it. 6 goals, 9.45 on the board to Werribee Central. 7 goals, 6.48 to Corio. Boyle having the first real shot for goal in the third quarter. He comes in on the right foot, lays back on it, and puts the boot right into this one. We'll wait on the goal umpire. I think it's a beauty, yeah. Boyle kicked the goal.
Great goal.
Great goal against the Breeze. First blood goes to Corio in the vital third quarter, brought to you by the Bell Park News Agency.
We've been travelling 4.5 minutes of the third term. Corio now, they've moved to 8 goals, 6. 54 points, 9-point leaders over Werribee Central, 6-9-45.
Didn't they work that ball well from the half-back line? Right around the flank they went till the ball landed with Boyle, and you made no mistake. And that makes it very good for your players down the ground that work so hard to get it up there. Boyle not missing into the Breeze, crucial goal.
Back to the centre, Steve Allison puts ball to ground. It's a great bounce as well. St. Genevieve does well, the big fella. Got it to where Keating dashes through. Quick kick to half forward of Paul Manson. Gives it to his brother Ross, who has a bounce. Kicks from 40 metres. But the kick, though, under pressure, drops short. Good defensive work, Peter Nash.
And good defensive work, Philip Boyle, because Nash was about to take that mark, drifting back with a footy. Boyle, eyes for the footy only, did well, got up and spoiled very nicely out of bounds forward pocket. Corio doing the attacking against the Breeze in the third quarter. The umpire throws it back into play. It comes down off the pack to Brad Miller. He's got the hand pass away to Ellis. Put him under all sorts of pressure. He's claimed, and the free kick is going to be rightly given. I don't know whether a few of the Central supporters agree with that one. Ronnie said it was bad footy from the hand pass. I've agreed with him. Umpire says free kick, and it's going to go to Ross Manson. He's deep in the left forward pocket, grandstand side of the ground, kick into the Breeze. 45 plays 54. Corio lead by 9 points.
Why didn't Brad Miller kick the ball? Because his teammate had his back turned to play up the ground.
And Brad Miller was clear.
Ross Manson, the drop punt. It's a wobbly old kick. It drops short. And a nice mark taken to the last line of defence for the big ruckman, James Fullay, for the Werribee Central side.
He lets to go to the outer side of the ground. Looking out there. Jippy and Corwell almost take a good mark out there. Morley's in there at the bottom of the pack. Helping him out, Dennis Cunningham is there too. It wasn't Morley, it was Damien Balan. Its pass was intended for, but didn't Nevada Cornwall do well, leaping across the front and almost pulling a miraculous one-hander.
Yeah, great football, Nevada Cornwall. Always gives 110%. Gee, the umpires bounce down. Steve Ellison's a shocker. We see that Cunningham could be collared. No, said the umpires. The ball does now spill free, and it now trundles over the line and out of bounds. 25 metres from the Corio goal, who were going into the Breeze and doing all the attacking in the third term.
It's now almost 50 metres away. The boundary umpire's thrown it a country mile. Taken here by Ian Cockrell. The hand pass across the face of goal. Pick up and a flying shot at the goal here by Russ Manson. It was a touch. I don't think so. I think it's a goal. Great goal. Corio kicked 2 goals in 5 minutes into the Breeze.
Soon Manson kicks his second. The number 14 jersey.
Beg your pardon, I had the wrong brother there, Ronnie.
You did. There's a few of them out there today too. 7-minute mark of the third quarter. Now Corio starting to dictate terms there. 9-6-60. 15-point leaders over the Werribee Central side. 6-9-45 of the Bell Park Gizzochi third quarter scoreboard.
Well, Centrals need to regroup a little bit now. They need to kick the next one. That is for sure. Bounce down to the centre. It favours Poolai. Up he goes. You win this, but he slaps it straight to the ground. Bounces clear of Marsh. Marsh goes back after it. Shipping in from the side there. Ross Manson kicked the last goal. Can't get this. No, he didn't. His brother did. Can't get this one clear, though. Back into the centre it runs. Manson goes in again. Cousins lays a tackle. Chance here to get through the pack for Beck. He can't do so. Galauka's there. There's a stack of players. It hasn't travelled very far. Well, I'm out of breath. It's only got about 5 metres from the centre, and 15 or 20 players touched it.
Yeah, they certainly did it. That's, well, going to be the way the game's going to go, Cookie. It's going to be pretty tough out there for the remaining last half, as we see that Volano Simgenev, he's doing well now in the centre bounces, as all Nevada Cornwall could have hurt the leg. Very proppy, as Boothroyd now traps it at half forward, kicks it across his body, blindly to centre of the ground. The bouncy ball sees it. Mark Henry traps it and steady. Breaks clear, goes to Boyle. Good checking there. Peter Nash, support from the Cunningham. He got it back to Nash under pressure, lost the ball. Greg Cockrell picks it up now and kicks it back to an open goal square, but it's all to the Centrals as Dennis Cunningham comes in and clears it out to the outer side forward pocket, and is pretty happy to get it over the line, I think, and we'll see about his throw in. 25 metres from the Corio goal, who are on fire. Early stages of the third quarter.
Boundary throw in, right forward pocket. Melbourne into the ground. Up goes Poolai and taps the ball to the ground. He's looking there for his teammate and Damien Balan, who can't gather. That's Cornwall, I think, picking it up and slewing it across the face of goal. But drifting back into defence and taking a nice mark. Jamie Ellis is going to relieve the pressure for the Centrals, and they're under plenty of it at the moment.
Kicks out long there, looking for Greg Hart, who's been a little quiet. Taps it out to the rest of his teammate, but gee whiz, Mark Hendrick's been very busy, screws it around. The ball dropping short and in front. Greg Cockrell takes a great mark for the Corio side.
We did everything early stages of this quarter. He spears the pass across the ground, but that was Finlay, wasn't chipping and taking the mark. It was kicks the ball towards the centre wing. Galauka's a chance, can't mark. Going through with strength, there was Ian Cockrell, left the footy behind. Galauka's kept going. There's been a free kick paid here. It's going to go Corio's way.
Yeah, little soft
by Keating. Yeah, I didn't think there was much in that one, but they've done a great job so far. I'm not going to bag them now. Keating takes the free kick at centre wing. Punt kicks towards centre half forward. In comes Greg Cockrell. Dropped the mark, had it on his chest and it bounced off. He's good enough to get the hand pass away towards Shelley, but it's taken away, and the Centrals are going down the ground through the agency of Brown.
Notice the way how he did it, though. He just kicked blindly down there, hoping that he'd find someone, and he hasn't. the big fella, Peter Brown. It's loose at half back now for the Corio side. Volato Subgenev, he's had another number of touches early stages of the third term. Gives it to a teammate there in Shelley, who tried to get it across to a teammate in Enrich, but can't find him. And the ball out of bounds, out of side centre wing.
I think Vlado's had more touches this quarter than he's had for the game. Good on you, son. He got right back into it after getting a hiding early stages. Boundary umpire throws it back in. It goes about 15 metres the way of the Centrals. From the boundary show, and a kick around the pack, and here's a mark taken down here by, who's that, Ronnie? Greg Hart, the 26. Haven't seen much of him for a while, Greg Hart. He goes out wide. Got a teammate there in Ellis. Ellis bombs a long one towards the goal square, almost to Martin Dowling, and a chance for Corio to come out of defence. There's that Keating down there doing well, running the ball out of defence with great aplomb.
Well, speaking of the devil, Greg Hart chips it again and takes a great mark there for the Centrals, and they need to have a little bit more purpose in their play as he kicks the ball looking for Howard. A bit well weighted for him. Back of the pack, Keating taps it forward looking for his teammate there in Paul Manson. He can't pick it up under pressure from, well, that looks like little Brad Miller working hard for the Centrals. The loose ball sees Keating again. It's the hand pass, well smothered. Balan shoots it up to the teeth of goal. Timmy Ellis can't control it. Up he gets. A lot of pressure. Umpire says play on as Johnny Cullens breaks clear, and good football from Cousins. Good vision goes to the centre of the ground, and Swampy Marsh takes the mark.
Great play, Cousins. Used the pace to great effect. Found Marsh in the centre, of Marsh bangs it down to half forward. It reaches the target. He has been nearly every time this quarter. Tries to scoop it back to the advantage of his side and lands in the arms of that Boothroyd, having a flying shot for goal. If it's not a goal, Boyle's marked. I think Boyle's actually marked and played on and kicked the goal, Roddy.
Yeah, great goal.
Well played, Boothroyd, and well played again, Edridge, who's been at everything early stages this quarter. Vlado Senjani certainly lifted his work rate, and Boyle kicks his second for the quarter.
Yeah, all set up by Kelvin Keating to Cousins, who broke the pack, ran his full term, found Marsh in the middle, and he kicked long and true. Good teamwork there, Mark Edridge, tapping the ball to Legs Boothroyd, who found Boyle. Needless to say, great goal. Bell Park News Agency, third and final quarter. Scoreboard now shows Corio 10-6-66. Sneaking away from the Werribee side, 6-9-45.
Warning sirens buzzing for the Centrals. Corio kicked the first 3 goals of the quarter, all into the breeze. Bounce down's a shocker again. Up they go, over the back of the pack and slapped. A chance for the Centrals. They kick the ball towards half forward. The kick's not effective though. It's in the dead pocket. It's gone over the line out of bounds, half forward flank. And they need to attack from the far side of the ground, wanting to put themselves back in the game. We've gone, 12 minutes of the third quarter.
Yes, certainly, Cookie. And, well, they're going to put a bit more purpose into their disposal. Instead of just bombing it away, hope the wind does it for them. As the ball back out of bounds again on in between half forward and centre wing here, the members' side of Western Oval, with Werribee Centrals doing the attacking. And do they need to?
Did they ever? The ball waiting, taking a while to come back. Vlado Senjani actually got that knocked down again, Ron. He's certainly lifted since half-time. I reckon he got a few rockets at half-time, and he's certainly lifted, and he's putting in, and he's chasing the ball when it hits the turf. Let's see how he goes this time against Big James Poolai. The boundary umpire throws it, it drops short. Over the top comes Poolai, wins this one, but it comes off the hands of Darren McNamara, and we'll have a boundary showing exactly where he at the preceding one. Scoreboard 6-9-45 to the Centrals. Corio 10-6-66.
2 quick goals now to Hawthorn. They're fighting back. 8-7-55. Plains Adelaide 10-6-66.
Back to the centre wing position here. Members side of the Western Oval. Pack of players have formed. Now he can get the ball out cleanly. And umpire Jeff Twitt says he'll bounce down on members side centre wing.
Well, they're having trouble getting the ball out of here, the Centrals. They need to switch the play as soon as they can get hold of it. Here's the ball knocked down towards McNamara. At the bottom of the pack, Cornwall does well. He's tackled, loses the footy. It spills out the back. Chance for David Dowling. Picks up and kicks quickly for the Centrals. Tries to centre it towards half forward. Running across the pack, Semjani runs hard at the ball. The ball spills free for Mick O'Toole. His hand pass is ineffective. He's playing to the tackle. Loses it, dives it on top of it again. And the umpire's got to ball this one up. Almost centre half forward. The Centrals in attack. And certainly, Velardo's playing like a man possessed at the moment. He's really having a dipper on.
Yes, certainly is. And, gee whiz, he was horizontal and as he made contact with 2 Centrals players. As the ball now trapped by Keating from that bounce down at centre half forward. Centrals, they're really struggling to get that ball out. It squeezes out now. Mickey Galauka, he's just dragged as he kicks the ball. Good work there from Mick O'Toole. And the error as well sharked by Jimmy Onturk, who kicks back to half back. Looks for Swampy Marsh, who traps it. Oh, put Cornwall under pressure. Keogh, come through like a train and flatten Mick O'Toole. As we see now that the ball is just swamped by about 20 players. No one can get the footy out, and umpire Ellison will bounce down.
Pleased to see Mick O'Dell's up. He's just gasping for a bit of air, but gee, he didn't hit him hard. But he take a bit of flattening. Mick, he's got a bit of meat around the bones there, and he's able to get up and resume his position in the back pocket as the umpire bounces it down. 10.5 forward for the Centrals. Pooleye hooks it back over his head. It's a good knockdown too. Teammate was it. Phillips kicked the ball towards half forward. No mark was taken there. What about on Turk? Gets the kick out to half back. McNamara spun off it as he kicks the ball towards half back flank. In comes Greg Cockrell. Can't control it. Knocked away from him by Damien Milan. And again the ball's out of bounds, and Corio will be happy with that. It's in the dead pocket, and we've now gone 15 minutes of the quarter, and the Centrals with the freeze hasn't kicked the goal. Corio got 3 into it.
Yeah, 10-6-66 Corio, Werribee 6-9-45. 15 minutes have gone in the third term as Valano Simgenev doing a great job for the Corio side. Likewise, Cal Keating kicks it quickly, but the big arms of James Pooleye pulls in a nice chest mark. Kicks long up there looking for Mick Howard. Better judgment this time, Mick, and takes a great mark over the top there of Jimmy on Turk, who's giving him about 18 inches.
Well, yes, he's certainly giving you plenty of height, Rob. And we wait now as we see Mick Howard. He's got 2 on the board, I think. Here, number 36. He's got 2 goals, 1 on the board. Comes in. Left foot kick is a long one. It's drifting away, but I think it might have snuck in. We'll wait on it. Yes, 4 points on the board and a much-needed goal. Kicked by the big fella, Mick Howard, for the Centrals. He's got his 3rd, and the Centrals now have got their 7th.
Yeah, Ross Manson coming off the ground for the Crows side, giving Dave McKinnon, the 27 jersey in the long sleeves, opportunity to get into the action. He's gone a half forward.
Picked up by Kev Keogh. Not a bad move either. Very quick player, McKinnon. Perhaps they're looking for a little bit of run when the ball gets up there again. And the scoreboard just coming up now. 10 goals, 66 Corio. That's the Bell Park News Agency scoreboard. They are leading. The Centrals have got 1 back. 7 goals, 9.51. 17 points the difference. And we played 16 minutes of the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and the bounce down. Sees it Simgenev again takes the ball out of the air, but the hand pass was a shocker. Gave it to the Cornwall, who was standing still, as we see Copping run a bit high. Oh, he's gone the other way.
Oh, it was a
penalised, Dave Dowling.
It might have been the first real mistake of the day by the umpire.
Deary me.
He copped that eye, did Dowling.
How's the yellow, David?
Ian Cockrell can't believe he's lucky he's got the free kick. Kicks the ball out wide towards centre. Not a good kick by Cockrell on that occasion. It's gone too wide, and chipping in and taking the mark might have been Jamie Ellis.
Yeah, and he punts the ball long up to the centre half forward position. Fordham comes out and takes a great mark.
And he jumped right in the back of a player there, picking himself up for Corio. Anyway, Fordham kicks the ball long towards half forward. Here's a flying shot at the goal. Greg Hart on the left foot. Oh, wait a minute, it's a goal. Oh, back come the Centrals. They won't come in.
Great goal. Greg Hart kicks his 2nd goal here this afternoon, and a very handy 8th goal at the 17-minute mark of the 3rd and final quarter. Bell Park News Agency 3rd quarter scoreboard moves the Centrals now to 8-9-57. They're only 9 points down, trailing Corio 10-6-66 on the Bell Park News Agency scoreboard.
Adelaide slows Hawthorn's progress, 11-6-72 Adelaide, and Hawthorn now 8-9-57.
Now, Boothroyd's gone into the ruck. Vlado Simgenev is going what looks to be into a forward pocket position. I thought Vlado had done quite well this quarter, but just having a bit of a breather, being picked up by Big Matty Foot down there as Boothroyd prepares to do battle with Pooleye. The Baths favours Pooleye, takes it out of the air, gets the hand pass towards Finlay, sold him into trouble. Finlay unable to get the ball clear. Marsh tries to tap it over the top. Players, plenty of them around the footy. Picked up there by Cockrell, was it? Yes, Ian. Punt kicks long towards half forward. Down there, Boyle runs onto the footy. Can he pick it up? He's got to help there. Oh, player tripped there for Johnny Cousins. Play on the call. In comes McKinnon. He lays the tackle. Player at the bottom of the pack holds it in. Ooh, might have been lucky. Umpire's giving him the benefit of the doubt on this occasion. Ball up centre half forward. Perhaps 35 metres out from goal. Corio in attack.
Yeah, just a little bit more upper tempo, Corio, at the moment. They want that footy a little more than the Centrals in this 3rd quarter, as we see that Nash flies high, pumps it out to the direction of the back flank, looks to David Dowling. He can't trap it. Mark Edridge is in there trying to get the footy, can't do so, and we see Darren Finlay picking himself up from the face of that pack, and well, he's going to pick up his work tempo if the Central's going to get back in this game.
He's been a bit quieter this quarter, has Darren Finlay played very well at half-time. Bounce down. Players rise. Who can get this out? Sam Janney sockers the ball forward. It goes towards Greg Cockerell. Out comes Cunningham, pushes the ball towards the fence. Cockerell keeps going. Keogh intercepts. The ball about 20 metres out from the goal. They're stacking on top of it. It's a ball-up decision. Corio working it forward. It's a bit like rugby at the minute, Ron, but they've gained 20 metres from the last bounce down.
Yeah, pretty tough stuff out there this vital third quarter.
No place for faint hearts.
They're certainly not. 9 points the margin. Corio leading. Nearly 20 minutes gone to the third term.
Come the bounce down. It come to Finlay, who bundled the left foot kick. Very clever kick from Finlay. Didn't try to put the boot into it. Just tumbled it around the body. It bounced and bounced and bounced. It went out of bounds. Bouncing, not on the full, which was very handy for the Centrals because it's right on the 50-metre line. Corio in attack, and they still got the lead on the board of 9 points.
Adelaide's got another goal. 12-6, 78 plays, 8-9, 57.
Okay, back here at the Western Oval. Dave Dowling overruns the football. Finlay now working hard. Breaks clear at back flank and kicks along out down to the high fly. Shelley at the back of the pack, fists it forward. Shark Boy Enrich, who breaks the tackle and kicks the ball long. And looks underneath there. Oh, Boyle at the back couldn't take it. Kev Keogh, though, comes in strongly for the Centrals and defends superbly and takes the ball out of bounds. About 35 metres from the Corio goal.
Looked a certainty to mark that Philip Boyle, but just spilled out of the hands at the last minute. Boundary throw-in. Corio deep in attack on the far side of the ground. Umpire throws it back in. Up goes the big fella Boyle. Might have got the hit out of this occasion. Sam Janney gets one high. Play on the call. He gets the ball clear. Goes towards Marsh. On hands and knees. Butters up well. His hand pass is smothered. Matt Foote tries to crash his way through. Got it away to a teammate there who kicked in a hurry towards the centre of the ground. The ball is to be won. Out wide is a chance here for Fordham to run onto the footy. Couldn't gather it. Goes back into Fordham. Fires the hand pass out wide in the direction of Hart, but chipping in Shelley, and he relieves the pressure for Corio and punts to the far side of the ground centre wing.
Very fortunate because Corio have made a move. McCain's come onto the ground for Jimmy Onturk. And look, Mick Howard in the goal square by himself. Luckily, Shelley defended. There could have been a certain goal there. Centre wing. Back into play. Good work there from Swampy Marsh. Kick was smothered off the boot. Dean Marsh, Manson I should say, picks it up and kicks wildly the half forward. Looks there for Mark Etterich, but it's just a little wide for him. And again, we'll see a boundary throw in. Out of side, half forward flank, Corio doing the attacking.
They've done mostly attacking this quarter, kicking into the breeze. Couple of goals to the Centrals have revived their hopes. Boundary umpire throws in. Boothroyd wins the hit down on this occasion, but Finlay sharks, and he does well with a hand pass to the big fella Pooleye. Gives it back to a teammate coming down the ground. Has to kick in a hurry. Down towards half forward. The kick's not particularly good. And a good mark as Ronnie called by Dave McKinnon, who's back in defence.
Yeah, better judgment on that occasion. Over the back, Ronnie Beck flies and takes a screamer in the third quarter for the Werribee Central side.
Plays on now. On the right foot, goes towards centre half forward. Too many players up for Centrals. No one down for them. As he thumps the ball forward towards Hart. The ball bounces cruelly for Greg Hart. Getting back onto the footy, Dean Manson. Nowhere to go, but elects to chip it across sideways. Well done, because the brother Paul's there in the back pocket. He takes the mark. He's got the call from Vlado Senjani. Up he goes. Well punched away by Keogh. Pies Brown's in there doing his best. Kel Keating goes in. The ball spills off players. Over the line now to bounce half forward flank. Central's in attack. They need a couple of quickies. We've got about 23 minutes of the third quarter, and that's brought to you by the Bell Park News Agency.
Boothroyd now doing battle with Pulley. Comes to ground. Damien Ballon. The kick was smothered. Boothroyd looks there for Nevada Corwell, who somehow got out of the tackle, but could have been tripped by Galauka. No free kick. Lost the footy. Pack of players form. Kev Keogh works hard there at ground level as the ball spills free. Darren Finlay, he'll over the ball. He can't get it out.
Oh, that's the ball I've seen. You're tired. The players can't get up there. They're tired.
She's very tough.
And he's trying to ball this one up now, Roddy. Very slow Nevada Corwell to get to his foot there. Actually, when he had tried to kick the ball, he was tackled. His ankle was grabbed as he tried to kick it. He had a fresh air shot that didn't follow through. It was like one of my goal shots. Up goes Perloy, slaps it over the back. Dowling slaps it further afield. Running onto it, Ellis. Oh, he's almost cleaned up by coming through Adam Kent. He missed him just as well for him, but he's been impinged upon by another defender there. Might have been Manson, and the free kick going to go to the little fella, Jamie Ellis.
Comes in from 55 metres. It's a lovely drop putt up to the teeth of goal. The high flies at the back of the pack, though. Dave McKinnon. Great defensive football. Has a bounce. Runs his full term. Looks to the centre wing position. Cornwall takes a diving grab, but unfortunately for the breeze, just took the ball over the line out of bounds to the full. And Damien Balan now takes the free kick for the Central side.
Punt kicks to centre half forward. Tim Ellis is the target. Can't mark on this occasion. There's been another gender change here. Cal Coody's come up and one of the Manson boys back on. The hand pass lands with Blado. Semjani tries to get one away to Nevada Cornwall. Keeps going as Big Blado. Crashes through the pack. Well played, big fella. Punt kicks up towards the forward line. Out comes Bootboy. The bounce is cruel. And the big foot goes in and slaps the ball away after it was over the bad line. Didn't know you were allowed to do that. The boundary umpire not penalising on this occasion. Ball in. Half forward flank. Corio in attack. 25 minutes gone, third quarter. 57 plays 66. Corio lead.
Oh, great work there from Boyle. Got it to Ross Manson. Should have kicked the goal. Decided to get the Boothroyd, but the hand pass was a bit too slow in coming. And a pack of players have formed about 25 metres from the Corio goal. A red-on opportunity gone begging there, Ross Manson. And, well, a ball up will take place now.
Maybe no talking. Perhaps he didn't know he was clear, Ronnie. Can I tell him?
Yes, certainly.
Okay, bounce down. 25 metres out from goal. Corio in attack. 26 minutes gone, third quarter. Brought you by the Bell Park News Agency. There's the bounce down. Pooleye goes up. The back of the pack. Oh, chance for Ian Cockrell. Hand passes to Cousins. Cousins blazes away onto right foot. And I think it's a six-pointer. He has split the woodwork.
Great goal, Johnny Cousins. He's first for the afternoon and a very handy 11th goal for Corio. And, gee whiz, they're on fire in this third term. They've kicked 4 against the Breeze.
4 against it. Well, Werribee Centrals have just added 2 with the Breeze. They want to get lively with the Centrals. They want to be in front at three-quarter time, Ronnie, because this Breeze certainly is fresh. And it may even be blowing a little more across the ground than it was early now. Might have come round a little bit, but still, the advantage is definitely kicking to the city end of the ground.
Corio Village News Agency, I should say Bell Park News Agency scoreboard. Corio 11,672. Werribee Centrals 8,957.
Semjani charges at this and got the knockdown. Nevada Cornwall, the hand pass is a beauty. He sends free Ross Manson, who punt kicks to half forward. Edridge runs on it, marks, straightens up from 35, 40 metres out, banks it, goal, drifting away to the left-hand side. 1 point only on the board, and that was lightning stuff out of the middle. And again, Nevada Cornwall in the thick of things.
Yes, certainly. 25 and a half minutes gone in the third quarter. Corio doing all the attacking in this third and vital quarter. They move to 11,773 to Central's 8,957 on the Bell Park News Agency third quarter scoreboard.
Now, Matty Foot has kicked this without a shadow of a doubt. He's kicked it 80 metres. It's a long, long kick, but it's been marked by Corio player going back with the flight of the ball. Greg Cockrell's taken a good one. Steadying things down. He knows it's close to siren time at three-quarter time. Comes in on the right boot, Cockrell. Puts the boot into it too. Gathers good distance. Up they go. At the back of the pack, almost a mark. Pooleye handballs the ball forward. A chance for Edridge to gather. The butter hand passes across. Looking down there for his teammate in Boothroyd. Can't trap it. Slaps it back towards Cornwall. He's in trouble. Little hand pass coming out towards Milan. And Damien Milan receives the hand pass and does well with the right foot towards centre wing.
He kicks up to Phil Phillips, who takes a nice mark. Gives it to the running Fordham, who spears a lovely pass down the throat of Mickey Howard, who leads to the pocket. And great football, Centrals. They've had a goal here quickly as Howard comes in. It's a shocking kick. Wobbles through the air, but Brown comes in from the side. Billy took the mark, should have done so. Tried to get a quick kick out, can't do it. Gets jacked the ball from Galalka. Swung around and great defensive football for the Corio side.
Mick O'Toole kicks the ball out to half-back. Well played. He's got some Jenny out there. He's got time to pick it up as Blado tries to get around one. He does. You need to get rid of it. Too slow. Got tackled. It's out towards centre wing position. Picked up here. A chance for the Centrals as the hand pass comes across to Hart. Hart gets under a left foot. Kick towards centre half forward. The back of the pack. Shelley does the spoil at the front of the pack. Well played, Corio, because there was that McCone coming out of defence. It was. Punt kick the wall. Short of centre wing. He's got Nevada Cornwall. He's been everywhere. Picks it up. Punt kicks towards half forward. Players wrestling here. Umpire lets play go on as Boothroyd and Foot had a two-man war. Coming through at the base of the pack. Boyle playing like the rover. The hand pass sells Cornwall into trouble. He has to try a little chip pass round the body. Not effective because Damien Milan gathers from centre wing and punt kicks towards Fordham.
Well, Darren McNamara now and Shelley defend well. They kicked off the carpet. Fordham. Here's a go for Peter Brown. Can he recover? Oh, he kicks it off the carpet. The bouncing ball into the square. Sees now pack of players form. And I think you'll find the umpire, Steve Ellison, will bounce the footy. Gee, opportunity
a little
there
bit of
for
panic from the Corio defenders there too, Ronnie. Peter McCone, not sure what to do with it there with it, a paddle through. Adam Kent telling him to give it to me, and they wound up getting a ball up, I suppose. Really the best decision they can have. They'll try and slap this through from behind us, close to three-quarter time. Down goes the bounce. Up high, Howard takes it out of the air, claimed, got the hand pass away. Umpire said it was held to him, and we're going to have another bounce down. Just about 10 metres out from goal. Another interchange coming up. Jimmy on turn, coming back on, and Vlado Semjani, who's done quite well this quarter, coming up for a rest before three-quarter time.
There it is, the siren sounds to terminate the third and final quarter, and what a quarter from the Corio point of view. The three-quarter time scoreboard, put was by the Bell Park News Agency, shows that Corio 11.773 holds sway over the Werribee Central side, 8.957, and that's 16-point margin here at Western Oval for the 1993 Division 1 Central preliminary final.
Thanks, Ronnie. Noel Fanning just asked me which camp to go to. He's going to go out to Centrals and hear what Richard Lepchuk's got to say for their last ditch. The last quarter might well be for one of these sides, because we won't have a tie, I don't think, Ronnie. And at the moment, Werribee Central's in trouble. They just kicked 2 goals with the breeze, 2 goals straight, which probably wasn't enough for that quarter. Whilst against the wind, it was all Corio, especially early in that quarter, with Philip Boyle creating opportunities across the half-forward line. He bobbed up and kicked 2 goals that quarter. They kicked 4 goals against the breeze. They've gone to 11.773 on the board.